Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Health Forum. My name is Carl Messina, and with me today is Dr. Young-Soo Kim, who is a PhD with MIT in economics and is also the CEO of Eastwood Biomedical Companies. Welcome, Dr. Kim. How are you today?
Hi, you look fine.
Good, good. I'm trying to be fine. I'm trying to get better every single day.
That's great. So you like the expression carpe diem? Everywhere, you just use that phrase, carpe diem.
Yes, yes. Matter of
Right?
fact, when my
Yeah.
father had come down with cancer,
Oh, I see, I see.
years, 7, 8 years before he passed on, he wrote
I
on the dashboard of his
see.
car, Carpe Diem.
I
I
see.
didn't know what it was, and then he
Yeah,
told me what it was. It meant seize the day.
yeah.
So I
I,
try to
I,
do that every single day that I live.
I like it very much. Actually it's quite biblical in the sense that, um, in my interpretation of Bible, God wants to us to do best in one day, every day in one day. Then long story, big picture, He's going to take care of. We just take care of every single day. That's the unit of our care, our focus. Don't think too big.
Yes, yes, one day at a time.
Yeah,
That's how we live. That's
yeah,
how
yeah,
we live.
yeah. And as an Asian, I feel sorry to raise this issue because this Elvis Presley,
Yes,
American icon, right? American people really, really love him, right?
yes. There's no question about it. He
That's,
died August 16th, 1977.
yeah, you
With
look
that.
already dead, but some people still argue that he's still alive.
I don't know about that, but I pretty much got my doubts on him being alive. But he was definitely an icon.
And
He was the best at what he did.
yeah,
No
but the sad thing is, this year, the around July immediately before July, the true cause of his death is revealed by his personal doctor. Have you heard of it?
no, I haven't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah, yeah.
heard about
So, his true cause of death was sealed by the family, and then it is finally opened, and then this news came out, and then you'll be shocked. So, because I know how much American people love this guy, I feel sorry to reveal this story. He died of constipation. Did you know that?
constipation. He
Ah,
died
yeah,
because there was all kinds of
yeah.
uh, talk about him dying of drugs and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
kinds of
No,
stuff.
no, no, no. He died a very serious, severe. It is very difficult to the describe the gore details, but uh his autopsy reveals that he had full of almost 30 pounds of compact feces, 4 months old, 4 months.
4 months old.
Yeah,
Because they had listed him as having had a heart attack,
yeah.
and then
So
there was a lot of comments about drugs, being
yeah,
involved
yeah.
in that disease.
Heart attack happened because when you are pushing on the toilet, pushing the bowel movement, and then it presses up the very important oxygen transporting artery to the heart. So that's how his heart attack started actually. So he pressed, and then he pressed the artery at the same time, and then the oxygen supply to the heart was stopped, and then that's how he had a heart attack. So
Wow.
sad. So sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And then
And
another thing was that his colon, his large intestine, was almost 3 times longer than the average. Do you know that the when you have a constipation, people, in order to prompt the bowel movement, they use force, right? More than ordinary people, right? So,
yes,
yeah. And then this large intestine colon is a very soft organ. So you keep pushes, it becomes longer and longer and longer. And the basic function of colon or large intestine is it reabsorbs water. It reabsorbs water from the feces to reuse the in the body. But think about it. If you make the intestine longer, more time to absorb the water, right? So constipation is kind of it creates its own vicious cycle. Once you have a constipation, if you push, the large intestine becomes longer and longer, then it has more time to absorb water. The constipation becomes more and more severe.
Oh, well, wouldn't it also thin out the membrane to the
Yeah,
intestine?
yeah. And then it hurts membrane. The people don't know, but the protective membrane of this lower intestine, the large intestine, is always has a cut, wounds, and inflammation. So basically, what's more important is to prevent the this injury to the membrane, and then it should be recovered as soon as possible. But if you have such a chronic constipation, it's more and more difficult, and then that inflammation of the intestine, and then damaged membrane causes all kinds of disease. Basically, Carl, I I have never known any disease which has nothing to do with constipation. As long as I know, all diseases and every disease has either very direct or at least some indirect relation to the constipation. Autoimmune diseases, Alzheimer, autism, cancer, everything. The
Starts
yeah,
in it's everything. So what you're saying is everything starts in the bowel area.
exactly. And then
That's
yeah, people say the bowel area has twice the more neuron than the brain. So 70% of all our nerves which relates to our cognitive function, 70% of all our cognitive function is actually around bowel, around intestines. Of course, we have an important portion in our brain. So intestinal health is that important. So critical, really critical. I cannot emphasize enough there. But
what are some of the what would you say are some of the beginning signs of severe constipation with people? I mean,
okay, let's define what is constipation. Let's we have to define constipation first, right? Constipation, people say, even medically, if you do not have the bowel movement 3 consecutive days, then it is defined as constipation. But I think that's a wrong definition. I think right definition, the correct definition of constipation should be the existence of petrified feces, compact feces. So some people have even 10 kilograms, even 20 kilograms in some of our cases of compact feces. They still have regular bowel movement every day. You do you know what I'm saying?
yes, yes.
Yeah. So this because especially in America, even in Asia, this is everybody eats so much sugar, hidden here, hidden there, and then as if that's not enough, they add more sugar. So this sugar and then constipation, compact feces got together, and then they ferment. So it becomes a really sticky, this we call petrified. It became like a stone, and then it's stuck on the wall of intestine. So how much do you have it is should be the correct definition of constipation, not the frequency of bowel movement. That's my argument.
Okay, because some doctors even say you should actually move your bowels twice a day. You
Yeah, yeah.
know,
Oh,
almost after every meal, you should be moving your bowels. Most
oh,
people are satisfied just moving their bowels once a day.
yeah, I kind of go to bathroom twice a day. What about you?
Yeah, I'm once, twice a day. You
Okay,
know,
yeah, 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 yeah. So
you know,
you're healthy and
varies.
you're doing a lot of exercise, and so maybe you're blessed so am I. And so the what happened was that let me tell you a story that our flagship product is diabetes product, right?
Yes, yes. There's yeah,
And then we became quite famous and well known. And then not this leader of China, the previous leader of China had a serious diabetes, and then uh, he used our product. His brother reported to us, and then he liked our product, so he invited us to China. We were treated at the airport. A motorcade came and they received us, and then we were treated like a state visit, the head of nations.
now who is this Dr. Kim?
Yeah,
Who in
I'm not
China?
I'm not allowed to say, but people know. I'm not. They say that's a secret. I cannot reveal, but the people can guess just from the information I gave. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And then the he partnered me. He partnered me with the most prestigious university in China, which is Tsinghua University. It's like
Shanghai.
a Tsinghua University. It's like an MIT Harvard combined
Okay.
in China. And then they say we are the only company in history that Tsinghua University became the partner. Usually that kind of prestigious university does not partner with any private company like us, right? So we became partners, and the partnership lasted 7 years. And during that time, we developed fantastic products during that time. And in the beginning of our partnership there, at that time there was a discovery of a Han Dynasty emperor's tomb. They opened Han Dynasty's emperor's tomb, and then it was right away sealed right away, and nobody was allowed to look into the tomb. And then Tsinghua University guys approached us, and then they found something great from the those paraphernalia that goes with the body of the emperor
Yep.
in the coffin. There was a secret formula. There's a secret formula for the imperial family. So I was intrigued, and they said, "Oh, what is it?" And then they say, "Oh, here's a formula. Basically, it is mostly celery, our vegetable celery,
Yep.
plus a little bit of other herbs that has been used as a vermicide. The
The vermicide.
the in a even up until recently in Asia, we used human excrement as a manure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there was a lot of parasite like round worms, so a lot of parasite, right?
Yes.
Tapeworm, all those kind of things.
Yep.
So even imperial family has that problem. So you have to from time to time, those just exterminate those parasites, right? So imperial family used celery, most 90% celery as the vermicide. They're using that to push out the those parasitic worms from the intestine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's not known then because celery is mostly water.
Let me let me keep on telling the story. So we studied this thing, and then we found out that this thing is an ideal solution to the constipation, an ideal solution to this parasite problem. And then the Tsinghua University became really excited, and they say, oh, we found ideal vermicide, and then we can push out all the parasite from people. I say, you foolish. I told them foolish. These days, even China and even India, they began to use chemical fertilizer. So not many people has vermicide, right? So I told them, we have to develop this into detox. American people have constipation. We have to sell this thing as a detox. And they say, really? And then so we developed this thing as a detox problem, the detox product, and then it became an immediate hit. So this is the product. I will just show you more information there. And then
that's the calamera, correct?
Calimera, yeah. So so this detox product became such an instant hit, and so basically people saying is next day they see the difference. So next morning they see some difference in the toilet. I use this thing like not every day, 4 times a year. And the first time when I used this thing,
yeah,
I kind of next day I was hugging the toilet seat all day. I never had a constipation. I had always the bowel movement, very healthy bowel movement. But if you allow me to tell you a joke, some foolish joke, Carl, I found all those coins and keys I lost long time ago.
I'm not even going down that road with you, Dr. Kim. Not even going down that road.
Wondering where they gone, and then I knew where he went.
But Dr. Kim, there's so many stuff out there on the market.
Yeah. Let me come on to that.
All kinds of other stuff. That people are using.
Yeah, but the people's response, is next day, the big, huge bowel movement, and it's ugly, really ugly, and then color ugly, odor ugly, but the second day still ugly, and it becomes better. It becomes the color changes, odor changes, and then people's skin changes. It's just shining.
Releasing the toxicity.
So the ladies, I really like this because next day the waist size goes like this, 2 to 3 inches next day. People don't believe how much of those compact features they have. Some people don't. I'm not saying everybody has.
Yeah.
Some people don't, but before I forget, let me comment let me respond to your question. There are 7 or 8 classes of what people do to this constipation issue. Pharmaceutical drugs have a few classes. One is it's called laxative, right? Laxative is basically making the bowel movement smooth. Either adding some lubricant or preventing the absorption of water, all this kind of laxative, and then some has this such as like adding fibers, all those. There are kind of 7 classes of people's solution to constipation. But issue is, in case of Elvis and many others, this kind of so-called solutions to constipation are all habit forming. Habit forming. Okay, so you have to use more and more and more, and at some point it doesn't work. Then it becomes a permanent constipation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm always asking people, what can go wrong with the celery? So I say we found the extraction technology of the key ingredients of the that celery that creates all this health effect, and then we concentrate the celery in our patented technology. But if you cannot afford, or if you are not interested in spending money, just eat tons of celery. That will approximate the effect of this product quite satisfactorily. Actually, I'm saying this thing to do harm to our business, but hey, I just want to share this great news.
Yeah. I would have never thought. I know celery is loaded with fiber and
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. So
So
the fiber, if you're, we know of many quite respectable those constipation products such as Mutacil. Isn't Mutacil in everybody in the States works? Metamicil.
Metamucil.
Yeah.
Metamucil. Yes.
Yeah. They are
People use
respectable
that.
products.
I've used it quite a bit myself.
Yeah.
Metamucil.
And then there are a few brands, Citrusel, Conceal, Fibercon, Quertol. They are all respectable products, but they rely on one mechanism, one mode of action to create the effect, which is always bad. What we found out in this celery and the small addition of other herbs is, as you just said, that's just water. Yeah, and we still don't know just one mode of action that creates all this effect. But we found out it has a little bit of this mode of action, a little bit of this mode of action. So kind of it covers whole range of the 7 modes of action. That's how you treat people in Asian medicine. In Western medicine, you just create one big knife and no. Asian medicine. Asian medicine, you massage here, you give pressure here, little bit here, and then basically Asian medicine is they invite the disease out of body. They didn't cut the body out of the body. They just in Western medicine, they just open up your belly and take out the disease. No. The basic philosophy of Asian disease is you just talk to the disease first and then let it run its natural course and just go out of the body. That's how it works. So this is so mild. And then let's say we are recommending this thing 3 capsules a day. Let's say if somebody takes whole bottle, safe. You just waste your money. Safe. So
it's a 100% food derivative is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, let me share with you one of the most important principle of running my business is all our product should be composed of ingredients which are classified as food in at least 4 countries. Not the medicine. I insist on using food rather than medicine. So some countries this herb is classified as medicine. Some this is food. I insist that all our ingredients must be classified as food in at least 4 countries. So what's inside is all food. So I believe in food can prevent and cure so many things. Then, if food work, why do you use medicine? That's my philosophy.
Now, the color mirror, is that like a quarterly cleanse that you would do, or is that
Yeah, that's what I do.
so every 3 months you
That's
take
what
the
I
color
do.
mirror?
Another thing is I travel a lot, right? As of now, I'm in Seoul. When you travel, I suffer a lot of the time difference, jet lag. And you know that our intestine is a wonderful clock. Wonderful clock. So if I just fix this digestive cycle first, then I suffer less, almost none of this time difference. So because in the morning I have a regular healthy I say explosive bowel movement, then finding all my stationaries.
What a great conversation we're having here.
Then just I can start the day very with a clean
Very,
hand.
very lightheaded. Let's put it
Yeah,
that way.
yeah. You know,
Sorry, I had to throw that out there, you know.
you know, it's funny that I cannot continue any conversation about this Calimera without smiles, without also, for such a foreigner like myself, I just find it really difficult to find the right vocabulary to describe this human excrement. If I just shout out those easy words, I know that's not really proper. But everybody knows what I'm talking about. I hope.
Yes, I think so. I think so, especially when you're talking about explosions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Elvis was actually recommended to have an artificial rectum because on the side of the belly to take it out. But anyhow, another thing I'd like to mention is we recommend using this product before they try any other products of ours. The reason is with so much compact feces in the body, no drug, no dietary supplement, no health food do not work. So once you have so much petrified feces inside your body, you cannot control the diabetes. You cannot control anything, any of those critical indicators like high blood pressure, cholesterol. You cannot control because the toxic mountain is there.
It's all toxins inside of you.
Yeah. Also, one huge misunderstanding people has about probiotics. Probiotics, they
Mhm.
take yogurt, they take expensive yogurt, expensive pills. Doesn't work because our the gastric acid, the acid inside our stomach is so strong, it's almost impossible to have probiotics go through the stomach through that strong acid. The only way to re enliven, reformulate, reforest the intestine with healthy probiotics is if you remove the constipation, then there's an environment which is conducive to the growth of probiotics. That's the only way. So if you create the environment, probiotics grows by itself. You don't need the injection of this heterogeneous probiotics. By the way, hey, we are human, right?
Yeah, I
And
hope so.
yeah.
For some of us.
We're human. And then we need human probiotics. The best is the probiotics from your mother. When you're born, you go through. You are actually clean, no bacteria, nothing, clean, and then sterile, and you go through this channel. At that time, the mother dopes your body with her probiotics. That's how it enters. You should use that rather than cow. Actually, when you say some of us, you keep on using the cow's bacteria for most important function. You eat like a cow. You use the cow's probiotics. Of course, you act like cow. That's logical, no?
So you're talking about drinking milk?
I'm against drinking milk. If you have a choice, I don't think you have, but if you have a choice, you should drink mother's milk. And then after weaning, God created this cycle. After weaning mother's milk, you are supposed to eat hard food. That's written in Bible too. But I drink because I like milk, and I drink a lot of milk. But the philosophically, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, the last thing I just mentioned one thing, and then you ask me questions. Many people stay in elderly nursing home, right?
Yes.
And then 99% of them complain, oh, my whole body aches. Here, it aches here, it hurts me here. But more than that, whole body aches. 99% of that whole body ache, whole body pain comes from constipation in one form or another. So when elderly people look for us for any help, or I'm sick here, it hurts me here, there's a pain here, we just give this, and then almost 99% of the cases, the pain is gone, the problem is gone. Let me tell you.
Is it a 1 month regimen, Dr. Kim? Is it 1 month regimen that you usually go through when you take the
myself goes through 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah, 1 week, because I'm healthy. And the effect is next day. Effect is next day. Yeah. Let me tell you, just from time to time, apart from the specific product we talk about, let's talk about other so-called medical philosophy questions, such as cancer. When a person becomes old, cancer also becomes old. So when young people get cancer, it just spreads so quickly because cancer cells are young too. But when you're advanced in age, your cancer is also old. It doesn't kill you.
Yeah, well, they say everybody's got cancer. It's just whether or not it proliferates in the body.
Also, when a person dies and when they do autopsy, many people have cancer. Cancer is not really kill. Later on, when we talk about cancer, let's discuss this. But what I found is when people reaches that advanced age, their body knows how to survive, how to handle most medical questions, most medical issues. Cancer, it's okay. Other things, it's okay. The only serious, life-hurting, life-threatening, torturing them is constipation. And when people die of natural cause, usually they die. I'm exposed to that kind of nursing home issue very well because I'm involved in nursing home industry in China.
Okay.
When people take care of elderly people in nursing home, the most serious issue is odor and this constipation. So because they cannot solve it, what they do is they just give sleeping pill so that before people complain, you just put to sleep. And next day, even more serious constipation. Hey, okay, here's a painkiller and sleeping pill. Painkiller, sleeping pill. That's how people die at the end. So the whenever there is an complaint or inquiry about the whole body pain and this issue, this health issue, all those medical problems from these elderly people, we just give this thing. And then, okay, use this thing, and if it doesn't work out, let's talk again. But according to our experience, all this whole bunch of problems of elderly people can be solved by this.
Cleaning out the system.
Yeah,
Well, it's well, you think about it, the fecal matter carries all the toxins.
yeah.
The excrement, it's all the toxins in the body.
Yeah.
You know, if they sit there inside of your intestines, something's got to happen.
No,
especially if they're in there for months.
It just releases toxic matters 24 hours. How can you be healthy with that?
Yeah.
Right? So you eat something nice, it doesn't work. So for before taking any good drugs, any good medications, any good health food, any good dietary supplement, you should do the detox first. But let me mention a couple of other things before we just go. Colon cleansing. People do, right?
Yes, a lot of colon cleansing. Yes,
they do. They use a whole different menu of substance. Some water, some oil, some magnesium, some even coffee. Some even use yogurt.
yes.
But so many accidents because colon, large intestine is the most vulnerable, the most soft. It's like a very thin film or made of very thin skin. So if you do that, a lot of punctures happen. Punctures happen there.
Yeah.
So you should be really careful when you do this colon cleansing or edema. You know,
What about diverticulitis? A lot of people come down with diverticulitis.
Let me mention one thing, and then let's go back to your question. You know, all those microscopic test with small cameras that you know, the puncture, the probability of having a puncture, even at that advanced professional, the world best hospital, is amazingly high. So when they do this endoscope, the puncture happens, but because the patients are put to sleep, they just take it out and then do some emergency things. So, you know, if you ask around the doctors who knows this thing, they don't recommend you to do all those tests because
colonoscopies.
Yeah, the probability of having a puncture is so high, and the intestine is such a vulnerable, very easy to get damaged, to such a vulnerable organ, and you know the all this thing happens. That's not right, you know. That's not
They
right.
recommend that over 50 years old.
Yeah.
Start getting colonoscopies.
You know, later on when we have a chance, let's discuss what are the I say excessive unnecessary treatment or stuff we do in Western medicine that is top of the list. That's just once people use that that patient is kind of purse, permanent purse from which these doctors can take money every month, every
Yeah.
month. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get back to the diverticulitis. I really want to know about that because I've had diverticulitis and it is painful.
Yeah.
And when I had it, I would actually take and I would try to rub it out.
Yeah.
Oh, and sometimes the pain would go away, and a couple times I actually wound up in the hospital because I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just put me up with medication and.
Yeah. Here's the answer. I'm saying this thing from my belief, not from systematic clinical study, but knowing what it is and knowing what our product is, I believe this is the only answer. Try this. And all those kind of minor pains to which traditionally grandmother's hand was the ideal treatment. Use this. I should have named this product as grandma's hand. I'm serious. When you were young, no matter what grandma, I don't feel well. The grandma just rubs it's gone, right?
My grandmother was like that. Both of them. It was always Graham we'd go to.
Yeah. So again, for your partners in business, we'll provide samples, and then when somebody is interested in doing business with these products, please contact you and please contact us. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely, Dr. Kim. Absolutely.
Okay, that's all for today. See you next week.
Right. Thank you very much, Dr. Kim. You have a great day. We'll talk soon.
You too. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye now.